G'day guys, it's Mark and Dad here from North Oz, and we are here looking at the new facelift Hiluxes. This is our first time seeing them in person, so just thought we'll give you guys a little bit of a look as well, and here they are. What do you think? Initial impressions, Dad? What do you think?
Very nice.
Oh, they look good, yeah. I mean, they look exactly the same from, you know, the front, fender back, but
I think the bonnet's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, the bonnets look a bit more like a 300 series even. Yeah.
And the Pradas look like that too.
Yeah. But I mean, everything else looks largely the same, and I haven't done a huge amount of research on these, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I mean, you can tell they've got this nice little step here as well, which a lot of people did complain about, and I was one of them. I complained about the fact that they didn't have any way to get into the back of these tubs. Good to see 4 tie down points as well in there. I didn't know that, so that's something that I learnt today too. Got a little sports bar up the top there. Looks pretty good for this model here. This is an SR5 spec, this one. Looks like we've got a little bit more of a basic sort of spec over here. Doesn't have the sports bar. Still got the 4 tie down points. Nothing like a Ranger where you get all the nice easy tie downs that run a rail there, but no reason why you couldn't do something similar if you wanted to install one. But you still get this
on the side.
Yeah, but you don't have the, like on a Ranger you get the nice rails, and on the American trucks you get them. Yeah, so it would be nice to see from Toyota that nice rail that's modular. So
what are those holes up there for?
No idea. I've no probably for a tonneau cover or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, this one's a nice silver one. I'm still not a huge fan of the plastic above the fenders.
No.
I have my reservations. It's a big reason why I sold my Hilux Rogue, is because I had a lot of things breaking, the clips that held those plastic bits on. So not a huge fan of that. But the black with the silver, it does contrast well, and likewise with the white and the black, it does contrast well. You got some glossy piano black sort of inserts here, and the lights are a lot more aggressive, so you can see, we've got that grille in there, and you got some the 360 camera, I hope it is anyway. But yeah, you can kind of get a bit of a look at these new look vehicles. The silver one looks good. That would probably be my choice. Yeah, so you got a different set of wheels on this one here. Maybe this is like an SR or something, I'm not sure. I'd say this would probably be an SR here, and this would be an SR5 here. But nice new headlights, that's new too. Toyota stamped in the back panel there too.
That's old school.
So yeah, that's how people like them. That's how I like them. No lettering, it's actually stamped in there.
Yeah, nice.
So that's good to see. I do like this step here as well. I'm not going to step on it because it's not my own car, but that is also a good idea. Probably would have been good to have another one here too, but you do have a small step there. But yeah, not a bad idea at all. Largely it looks pretty similar doors and everything. Do like the piano black handles, but they will scratch, I reckon. But that's just probably how I use my vehicles. The steering wheel looks really small. Looks very functional, it looks very small. You can see this one's actually a manual, which is pretty rare. I don't think they'll be making too many manuals of these, especially an SR5 trim, unless someone orders it. You got a nice little center console there, and yeah, looks pretty nice. So yeah, so anyway, these new Hiluxes have hit the Toyota showroom, have hit the showroom floor. So if that interests you, you want to check them out, come down and have a look. But to me, it doesn't really interest me, but there are a lot of people that would be interested in maybe a upgraded interior and other things. But I don't know, I think that the new ute market is a very competitive segment now, especially with a lot of overseas companies joining in as well. So I would not like to be someone who's buying a ute at this point, because there's just so much to choose from. Kind of almost, got choice paralysis. You just have too many things to choose from. So, and you'll probably spend a lot of time splitting hairs. But yeah, but it would have been nice to see maybe a bit more modularity in the tie-down rails in the back. These are all things that I'm sure Toyota are aware of. Yeah, I mean, the honeycomb style, is it trying to copy the EVs? Is that what the go is, with the more flatter fronts? I'm not too sure. These fronts also do go down quite a long way, so I'm not sure if that's going to affect approach angles for those of you who are using this for off-roading. But yeah, I mean, they do look like a nice vehicle. Don't get me wrong. I just think that with the way that vehicles are moving, and just the amount of features that you can get for such little money these days, that companies like Toyota, they have to be careful when they're doing updates, is to actually, look at the competitors and actually add more features as opposed to just putting a new front on it and calling it a day. But I'll try not to focus on too much of the negatives. But I mean, if they're using same drivetrain, similar panels, and they're just giving you a little bit of lettering and different things, that to me, it's not enough of an update. And I actually personally, I do like the look of the older Hiluxes. There is a Hilux Rogue over there. So, I do like the look of the Rogues better, and the older style Hiluxes. What you got?
These seem to be able to come off. They're rubber. And if
Yeah.
you have a look on the inside, they've got screws.
Okay.
Like they're just bolted in.
Okay, so you might be able to pull that off for a little bit more approach.
You might be able to get them off.
Yeah. Not too sure why they would have that there, but maybe for some sort of ANCAP or Euro 6 emission thing, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, there's a lot of choices out there for utes and different things that you guys can that you guys will have to have a look and make some comparisons of if you want to be upgrading your utes. But I mean, I just drive a Land Cruiser, a 70 series, and that's more than enough car for me. I don't really care too much about the new tech and that coming out. It doesn't really interest me. But if that's something that, it does interest you, or your car's, coming out of warranty and you want to get a car that is in warranty, for example, then maybe some of these new vehicles that are coming out, like the new Hilux, is something to look at. But yeah, but anyway, this is just Dad and I just going around doing our little Sunday cruise and checking out some of the new vehicles that are released, and we just happened to come across these new Hiluxes. I do like the lettering in the front there too. A lot of people do like that, and I do like that. I don't know, the more I look at this front here, this honeycomb front, I just think that sort of design, that kind of flat design, that's really pushed out away from the radiator. I think that should be, and intercooler probably, but I think that should be kind of reserved for more EVs personally, but that's just my opinion. Yeah. But yeah, overall, these are nice looking cars. Check them out, see what you think, and maybe you guys can let us know what you think of these new Hiluxes and if the facelift was actually worth it or not. What do you think of the Hiluxes, Dad, overall? Yeah.
I suppose you have to think of what they're worth. What's the price on these?
I have no idea. Like I said, I've just kind of popped in and seen them, but yeah, you do end up paying more for the Toyotas, and the segment is getting more and more competitive. So, like I said, I wouldn't like to be a buyer in the mid-size truck market.
Well, I think reliability is a very important part of your purchase decision. So we've had a really good run with Toyotas, so
we are partial to them.
Yeah, very reluctant to move away from them. If I was buying something, I'm most likely to be giving Toyota the first choice.
Yeah. But anyway, there's a lot of good utes out there at the moment. So do your maths and do all your comparisons and have a think about it. But yeah, they do have some nice lines on these new Toyotas coming out, and largely the same drivetrains and whatnot. And if you're looking for a new car, then this is definitely going to be something that you should be looking at and add it to your comparison table. But that's pretty much it from us. We just thought we'd just do a quick little video, show you guys some of the new Hiluxes, and thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video, whether we're doing a little Sunday run to a dealership or installing parts or going camping. Stay tuned.
See you next time.
Thanks for joining, guys. See you later.